The world is calling out to all of us to be something in harmony with the crystalline consciousness. This crystalline consciousness is an entirely new way of being, and it's very present. The presence of this life force within you attunes you to be in service as a way of being. The lungs don't fight the heart, and the heart doesn't fight the leg. When we identify as part of the earth, what we already love, what we already do, becomes something new. Amazon becomes the delivery service for the nexus of the creature of the earth. Corporations are being called to reform themselves in relationship to an act of service, to be purpose-driven entities that exist in relationship to a template that called them to where they are. Every major institution and organization that will survive through this transformational time will embrace, not just surrender, they will surrender to and embrace the blood of the earth running through them to guide them to be something that is needed. Organizations are already being drawn to serve in this way. They have already been led through seeding of hope and dream, of vision that people just didn't recognize. The people who took the steps to build these groups, these communities, didn't know what they were doing. And it's us, it's a part of our purpose to be a transformational presence, to be a transformational energy that can help other people through these changes. And before we can do that well for others, we have to do it really well for ourselves. And before we can do it for ourselves as individuals, we have to give ourselves into the sense of the presence of a shared life. And that shared life is a surrender into a co-creation. We let go of a degree of a sense of power. A commitment is free. When you make a commitment, you are free to make that commitment. And if you don't make a commitment of certain kinds, you are not free to have made the commitment. If you say, I will never make a commitment because they strap me down, then you are actually not free. A commitment is freely chosen. This is the heart of the calling of the earth right now. You are free to say no. And as we say yes, we are freely invited into a commitment that lasts. You don't get to change it in the same way. You don't get to wander off and explore the moon and Saturn nearly as much. And some of you are doing that right now in dream time. And you don't get to because you are fully invest here. So you don't have the freedom to delve into fairyland and to go talk to the trolls and the gnomes as much. Some of you are doing that. It's real, they're real, but what is your purpose? You're being invited into a service, a purpose that asks you to unite your presence. And as we unite our presence to be more fully whole here together, we weave with an intensity of a wild flowing fire that moves through less pronounced, less present dreams and visions, where we no longer have to fight them as if they're equals. We just move through them with our breath. We see through them with light shining through our eyes that melts the dissonance in the way. And as we see this day after day, we reinforce it in each other, and our very existence becomes a gift to this world. We brush off adversaries as if they're annoying. And we stay focused on our true loving dreams, because that investment breathes life into it, makes it more real. We are being invited into an era where competition is no longer the cornerstone of our interactions between communities and organizations and ways of being, where it plays a less pronounced role in our minds, much less our lives, where we gravitate into the passion to be a part of something greater than ourselves, and that these greater than ourselves circles of fire are part of something even greater than all of this, the earth, the living presence of the world, calling us to be part of a body that she is growing. We are growing into a dream that she has held for thousands of years. We've been setting this up for thousands of years, through many lifetimes, 967 lifetimes I've had. been a long time, and it's all leading into now. The best is yet to come.